Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Catskill Mountain Homebody. My name's Amy. Alright, it's a weekend again. We made it to another weekend. And the pups are helping me. I thought today I would do a cleaning video. There is some cleaning I need to be doing that I neglected last weekend because of Super Bowl. But I would do a little bit of cleaning. The pups are gonna help me. I hope that you guys had a wonderful Valentine's Day. Joe got me some flowers, which are cute. I have a picture of them that you can see that I'll put in here that looks better. And some chocolate covered pretzels, which I love. And you guys know what I got Joe. So Valentine's Day I worked late, so it wasn't really that spectacular. All right, let me show you what we're doing today in terms of like cleaning. So I have to dust my pictures. I have to dust all my pictures. I have pulled out my pet hair eraser vacuum cleaner by Bissell that I got 2 years ago, 1 or 2 years ago. It works fairly well. I do have a Roomba down here which runs on a schedule 3 days a week, and that is a great help to help me maintain the cleaning because it is hard working and doing the cleaning. So that is a great help, but the issue is, all right, so the issue isn't the Roomba, it's this rug that we got in the hallway. All right, we got this, it's kind of like a natural fiber rug to go by the front door. Here's the front door. And there's a couple problems with this rug. I like the color, and I thought the color looked good with the molding. You know, we have all this blue molding. And it does match pretty well, so I do like that. But here's 2 issues with this rug. One is that I wanted a really big rug, but the problem is that it's a thick rug. So it really doesn't, you can't really open the front door or the closet door without smushing back the rug. Let me show you. Here's the closet door. This is a coat closet. So, because the coat closet goes so low to the ground, you have to push back the rug. Same thing with the front door. So it really isn't the best rug. I should have gotten a low pile rug. And unfortunately, this rug's too thick. That's okay. I can deal with that. I'm not opening the doors all day. But the other issue with this rug is that it creates a lot of dust. And because it is thick, the Roomba doesn't really go on it. The Roomba pushes it around, but the Roomba won't really go on top of it. And the Roomba gets trapped. Sometimes let me show you. Sometimes parts of the rug pull up, like this little part, and it gets caught on the Roomba. So we really can't have the Roomba try to clean this rug, which means I have to do it with the hand vacuum. So the other issue with this rug is that it is very dusty. It's like always creating dust. And because the Roomba can't go on it, the dust ends up every couple days piling on the floor. Isn't that gross? I have to, because the Roomba's not going to come in here later. I have to vacuum this. So let me get vacuuming. I'm going to vacuum this front room under the hall tree. I'm going to vacuum where Scout is standing. The Roomba will do the rest, but I just have to do this front room. So that's where I'm going to start with cleaning today. So let's get cleaning. right, the front room is vacuumed. I need to get a dust buster to finish the stairs. I only did the first 3 stairs. I have to vacuum all the stairs. They accumulate a lot of dog hair. And after I vacuum up the stairs, I'm going to get my Swiffer wet pads and just do a quick little Swiffer to the front hallway. And then I guess I'll move on to some dusting, especially on this main level. So let me go down and grab the dust buster. All right, this time of year, when we're coming inside with wet, nasty shoes, that front hallway gets so filthy. And it's not just the dust from the rug or the dust from the dog hair, but it's also just dirty. Get all the nasty, grimy stuff off, but yeah, it's a mess. By the way, let me show you outside. It is February, I don't know, 18th or something, and all the snow is gone from my backyard. It's all melted. There's a little bit left in the woods. There's a little bit left that was piled up that hasn't totally melted. What do you think, Scout? But it's literally all melted now, and we're getting ready for spring. It's been an unseasonably warm February. The pond is still a little bit frozen, not much though. It's not totally frozen. Yesterday, when I got home from work, there was this cool fog hanging over the trees and the pond. And I took a quick video with my cell phone that I'll stick in this video. And I also made a short of it, but it was so pretty. When I drove up, I could see the fog just hanging over all the trees. I love the fog here. It's so gorgeous. So I'll put the video in here so you can see it real quick. You can also check out my short to see it also, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty when the fog rolls in it in the evening in the Catskills. All right, I'm gonna start dusting now. I'm taking a break from cleaning. The dogs are taking their nap, so I thought I'd show you the 3 things I got from Goodwill. So I found this paperweight, and it's signed, I don't know if you can see it, Larson, right here. Larson. And it's in good condition, no chips, no cracks. And I thought it was pretty, and I do like blue because my living room has a lot of blue accents. So I thought I would keep it in there. But I looked it up. Of course, I always look up everything. I think it's always interesting to see, number one, who makes something, and number two, what it's worth. So here's someone selling the exact paperweight, signed Larson. They're asking $39.99. Doesn't mean they're going to get that, but it is the exact same one that I have. It's the exact same one. So I'm sure it is vintage. I don't think it's not antique. It is vintage. This seller is saying it's from the 1980s, which makes sense because it seems like geese and swans were popular in the 80s. So anyway, so that was a good find. So I paid $3.99. $3.99 for it. So I think that was a pretty good deal. Alright, the second thing I got was an ornament. So I found this Waterford ornament from 2011. And I paid $3.99 for it. Comes in the box. I did like the fact that you get the little 2011 label. A 2011 silver snowflake ornament. So I did look that up too, but it is very pretty and it's heavy. It does have a little rhinestone accent, which I thought was pretty. And these little rhinestones here. All the rhinestones are there. It's in good condition. I looked that up also. So here's someone selling it on eBay for $35. Again, it doesn't mean that's what they're going to get. But they also have the box, which is this one. And the little 2011. So I thought that was a good deal. You know, when I was decorating my tree in my video, you know, we have such a big tree now, and I really don't have enough ornaments for it. I mean, I kind of spread them out, but to make it seem like I have more than I have, but I always am on the lookout for ornaments because I do feel like I don't have quite enough for our big tree. So that's a good find that I'll be putting in on our tree next year. All right, the last thing I got is really a Thanksgiving plaque. It says, "The warmth of family and friends turns a house into a home." You know, I love fall. I love pumpkins, and I really like this plaque. It's actually like a ceramic plaque, and it's made by Rossberry and Company, made in China. It does not have a date on it. It does seem kind of 90s to me. Maybe 80s. I paid $1.99 for it. And I know exactly where I'm gonna hang it next fall, downstairs. It's so pretty though. But I would definitely put this out in the fall for Thanksgiving. So next year for my Thanksgiving video. I did look it up, and there is someone selling the exact one on eBay. They claim it's vintage. Let's go there. So they do say it's vintage. Remember, anything 20 years or older is considered vintage. Doesn't have to, it's not an antique, it's vintage. This seller does not say how old it is. I don't know how old it is. Again, I think it's from the 90s. It might be from the 80s. I don't think it's older than the 80s though. So I don't think this is older than the 80s. This is in great condition. It's a brand new. Honestly, I don't really think anyone used it before. That's what good condition it's in. So I thought that was a good find for $1.99. So those are the few things that I bought at Goodwill this time around. An ornament, a swan, and a Thanksgiving Day plaque, which I thought was nice. I'm gonna keep the swan. I'm actually gonna put the swan right now in my living room somewhere, now that I've dusted in there. Where shall I put it? I think I'm going to put it on this back table with my other two bowl finds. I think that looks cute there for now. I'll probably move it around to other places when I do my spring decorating, which I'm going to be doing very soon. So we're going to be saying goodbye to the Valentine's Day decorations very soon, and we're going to be saying hello to spring and Easter decorations. All right, so I have to put this stuff away. I'm not done cleaning. I still have a few more things to do, so I'll show you a little bit more of what we're cleaning around the house. And I am going to be making my go-to dinner recipe that I make pretty much once a week. And it is a cherry tomato, chicken, and pasta recipe. So I've already made a video on that, but I'll take you along for that dinner. Stay tuned for that. In the meantime, I'm going to start doing a little bit more dusting and cleaning around the house because it's desperately needed, as you guys can see in a lot of the videos. And it's good to do it when the dogs are taking their nap, because as you saw in my video, Chipper scrutinizes everything that I do when I'm cleaning. And sometimes he takes the chance to eat my cleaning devices. You know, he likes to eat my dust rag or jump on the vacuum, or so it's a little bit easier to do it when he is taking his nap. But he's getting up soon. I'm going to do a little bit more dusting, and I'm going to put away these Goodwill finds. Start making dinner. This is going to be chicken breast, tomato bake with a little pasta. All right, so let me show you the ingredients that I've pulled out. So I have a package of different kinds of cherry tomatoes that I've washed, and I put them in a glass baking pan with a paper towel to kind of absorb the water. You don't want them too wet, so they're pretty much dried now. We're gonna bake these tomatoes with some spices, a little bit of chicken broth, and I have other vegetables that I had on hand that I'm going to put into here to bake with the tomatoes, and then we'll deal with the chicken after. So let me show you what I've cut up. I have about a cup of diced red peppers, about 1/3 of a cup of diced white onion. I have a tablespoon of butter that I've cubed, and I have about 2 cloves of garlic that I'm going to put on top of the tomatoes. Okay, to the tomatoes, I'm going to put about a teaspoon of thyme. I'm just going to eyeball it. About a teaspoon of oregano. A little bit of kosher salt that I have. I have some black pepper mill. We're going to put about a tablespoon of red wine vinegar. To that, we're going to splash a third of a cup of chicken broth. I got this less sodium kind. We're going to give that a little toss. We're going to bake this in a preheated oven at around 375 degrees Fahrenheit. We will be baking this for 20 minutes. While this is baking, we're going to work with the chicken. So let me pop this in the oven for 20 minutes first. Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes. Okay, I've trimmed these 3 large chicken breasts. And I'm going to heat the olive oil in a little frying pan at about medium-high heat. I forgot to tell you guys that I did add a little bit of olive oil to the tomatoes before I baked them. I'll put the recipe in this description. All right, so I just seasoned these chicken breasts with a little olive oil, salt, pepper, and a little bit of onion powder. We're going to sear these on each side in this pan. Set them aside, and we're going to nestle them in with the tomatoes when the tomatoes come out. So we're going to wait for this oil to heat up for a couple minutes. I have about a quarter of a box of thin spaghetti that I'm going to make. I'm going to boil this after the chicken's in the oven, and I'm going to add it to the finished product. When these chicken breasts are baked in the oven and they're fully cooked, I'm going to let them sit for a minute, and then I'm going to chop them up. It's just Joe and I eating tonight, so this is plenty of chicken for 2 of us. There's probably going to be a lot of leftovers. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Second timer, 5 minutes, starting now.
Okay. I got oil all over my camera. That's always fun. All right, we're baking the tomato breast with the tomatoes mixture another 20 minutes. And then we're going to pull it out of the oven. We're going to take the chicken off. I have my cutting board out. So we're going to take the chicken out of the pan and let it rest. We're going to smash the cherry tomatoes. I use a potato masher for that. Kind of make a little bit of a sauce. I have a little pot of water on the stove heating up for my thin spaghetti. And I'm going to pull it all together when it comes out of the oven. I'm gonna smash the tomatoes, let the chicken rest. Then I'm gonna chop the chicken up, add the cooked pasta, and I'm gonna chop up a little bit of mozzarella. And that's pretty much a dinner, and you can have it with Romano cheese if you like. So that's my easy go-to weeknight dinner that is always delicious. The leftovers never stay, so that's another good thing about this recipe. So I'll show you all of it when it comes out of the oven. But thank you so much for joining me today for cleaning my house. It is fairly cleaner. The Roomba did its job. The front hall is cleaned. I did some dusting. Cleaned the bathroom down here. So that's about it. Oh, plus I showed you my Goodwill finds of the month. So I hope that you all have a nice, restful, and an enjoyable weekend. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned for the finishing touches on my tomato chicken bake.